In this video, we will be discussing the increasing prices in booster boxes, their individual lowest and highest market value prices within the last year, and when is it a good time to invest, or have you missed a train already? Now, what I'm discussing as in booster boxes are the 12 main sets within the Sword and Shield era. No special sets like Pokemon Go or Shining Fates or Champion's Path, none of those. I understand that you can make 36 packs of that particular set, consider it a booster box, but we are discussing the 12 main sets as there is product that is considered a booster box that you can purchase on the market or directly from the Pokemon Center. Now we're going to be starting off with the first ever set within the Sword and Shield era, which is Sword and Shield base set. As you can see from the graph from TCG Player, within the past year, this product, this booster box, has jumped almost equivalent to $50. To be exact, it's $49.60. My opinion of this is due to demand. It has little bit to do with popularity. It is the first time we see the Marnie card, as well as the best meta card for the TCG, which is Zacian V, as well as you have your support cards as in Quick Ball, Air Balloon, Ordinary Rod. Metal Sauce are not really playing as much of a role, but you also have Professor's Research. For main base sets, for new generation base sets, you do expect to have this sort of popularity just due to the fact that the start, it's the OG of the generation, and people are going to want to collect that as well. Do I think that this product will increase in price? Most definitely, without a doubt. This is when this era you can consider was the hype era. Due to the big C, this whole generation for the TCG gained so much in popularity, and it just continues to climb from there. And within, I would say, 10 to 15 years, when people are going to say, oh, hey, I remember when the big C came around and I got crazy hyped about it, but I wasn't in time, or I did not have the chance to collect because of scalpers and all that. Why not collect? You know, why not do this? Too late, my friend, too late. This box, I'm going to project, will double in price within the next 10 years, for sure. No doubt about it. So I would say grab it while you can. I know it's a steep $250 at the moment, but if you're in it for the long run, I would definitely hold on to it. Next up in this generation, of course, we all know and love it. It is Rebel Clash, or what most people say, Rebel Unfortunate Trash. I have a soft spot for this set. I was lucky enough to start back up collecting when this set came out. I do believe that this booster box here for Rebel Trash, I'm sorry, Rebel Clash, it's so hard to get that out of my mind, does suffer from what I call the Crimson Invasion syndrome, and another set later on we're going to talk about as well. I do think that within this past year, the lowest was 177.67, and now it's all the way up to 207. Of course, just like Sword and Shield base, this set will progress even further. I wouldn't say as much, but definitely in the positive. You do have two staples: Boss's Orders, Full Art Giovanni, of course, that's bringing back Gen 1 vibes, and your meta card, which is Scoop Up Net, which is still used today in competitive. I do have to say an honorable mention for this set is the Elite Trainer box. Right now, you're looking at $125 for a Copper Raja Yellow Rebel Clash booster box, which is crazy. I mean, within the past year, it's gone as high as, 125. I know it's 125 right now, but market price is $119.37. So close, you know, $5-6. Yeah, you know. And it's gone all the way down March of this year to $85. I mean, that's what, a 50% increase within 9 months. That's awesome. That's crazy. But for the booster box, like I said before, it's going to keep on going up. Not as much as Sword and Shield base, but as we're looking at it right now, steadily creeping up. It's the holidays. Everyone's going to be buying it up. I think in about the next couple months, we'll start seeing a dip, but then it's going to just keep on going up from there. Alright, now we've come to the Charizard set. The Darkness Ablaze third set of Sword and Shield era. Now, I do have to say this set has been printed a lot, and I mean a lot. Now, due to this fluctuation is due to that reprint. Back in February, you're looking at 120. That was when it was reprinted the first time, I would say. First or second time, one of those. Reprints gone away. You're looking at going up to close to 140. Reprinted again back in August. And now it's shot back up to 145. Of course, the main card in this set is the Charizard VMAX, which it went from $100+ during the hype down to it's like $35 right now, which is crazy. That's incredible. And then everything else is like $10 or less. Probably not even 10. It's for like 7 or 8. But that's like your Chairman Rose. This is your Vicofolt full arts. All those full arts that are within this set. Do I think that this set is an investment? Grab it while you can right now. I don't think in the future that this will be a banger due to the fact that it's widely available. But I do believe that since it is Charizard and you're going to have that chance to pull it if someone is thinking of buying it later and opening it for the chance, I don't see that as a great investment in the future. Save it 10 years, I would say. May double, may triple. But we're all going to know this set as the reprint set, the beginning of the reprints within the Sword and Shield era. Now, let's forget about Charizard. Let's talk about the Pikachu set within the Sword and Shield era, which is Vivid Voltage, a classic name for the Mighty Mouse, the electric mouse. I just gotta say, look at this graph from TCG Player for the past year. It's fluctuating up and down, up and down, up and down. It suffered again, just like Darkness Ablaze. Multiple reprints. It's sad, to say the least, for this set. The main thing that's going for it, I do have two things. First of all, we all know, actually three things. First, your Rainbow Hyper Rare Pikachu VMAX, that's going for right now $134. Second, your Full Art Pikachu V, which currently right now is going for $15. And then third and last, this is a great set for the Full Art trainers, which will be highly sought after, I believe, in the distant future. You have Leon, you have Nessa, you have B, you have a whole bunch of others, Opal, Alistair, but to say the least, a lot of the Full Art trainers are within the set. People are still going to think of this as a Pikachu set. I do have to say, though, if you are thinking about opening a booster box for the chance to get that Hyper Rare, you're better off just buying that card raw, just to save grace. Right now, market price is $130 for one booster box, $134 for the card. You're paying $5 extra. If you're going to pay $5 extra in shipping, I might as well do the card. Save your money and time, and your your hands from opening up all those packs, those 36 packs or more, if you're gonna buy multiple booster boxes. But just save grace, buy that card. If you're looking for PSA 10, just buy that. It's like double the price. It's not even worth the trouble of buying multiple booster boxes. Do I think that this booster box is a great investment? Just like Darkness Ablaze, I do believe that it won't climb as drastically within the distant future, but a 10-year investment, yeah, I can see this as a great box to invest in. Get it while you can right now. It is low, quote unquote low, and don't open it. I know it's tempting to look for that rainbow. Don't do it. Do not do it. It's not worth it. I just want to take a quick moment right here to say thank you for watching the video. And if you're up for it, leave a like. And hopefully you find in your heart to subscribe. I am looking forward to producing videos once every week. Or if I can't do it once a week, then every 2 weeks. And I just want to say thank you again. Now back to the content. Alright, so now we are at year 2 of the Sword and Shield era. It starts off with one of my personal favorites, which is Battle Styles, believe it or not. Your lowest price for Battle Styles was ranging from around $85 at the beginning of this year. Now it's creeping up to $95 according to this graph. I was lucky enough to go to one of my local card shops earlier today, and they had 2 left in stock from a recent shipment, and they were charging full market price, which I'm okay with. You know, a regular booster box is, considering $140, you're getting $50 off. I mean, it's pretty good otherwise. But the only thing going for this set is the first ever alt arts within the Sword and Shield era, which are the Sleepy T-Tar and the Rapid Striker Shifu. Believe it or not, I have 2. I pulled 2 T-Tars. I had to buy the Rapid Strike Urshifu, unfortunately. There's also Empoleon V Alt-Art, which I pulled. Single Strike Urshifu. There's the regular V Alt-Arts. There's a lot of Alt-Arts in here, but none that are too popular in the public eye. There are also very nice gold cards. You have Level Ball, you have Houndoom, Artillery. My personal favorite full art trainer would be Phoebe, and just the colors on that are phenomenal. But like I was saying before with Rebel Clash, I would have to give Battle Styles to Crimson Invasion Syndrome. I don't see this booster box going a lot higher than what it is. I would say it would creep up to 200 by year and a half, 2 years, because this set's going to be widely available in booster boxes, and it's not going to be copped up, and you're going to have a lot of the other sets striving and continuing to grow other than Battle Styles. Now we come to, I believe, what is considered a sleeper set of the Sword and Shield era, which is Chilling Reign. Let's look at the graph. It started off earlier this year, lowest price around $89. Around June, July, you can see that it jacked up like an extra $10. I believe at this point people are realizing the alt arts in this set look phenomenal. And then towards the holiday time, it just shot up all the way now to its highest point, which is $122.64 for the year. Of course, you're going to have traffic coming in to buy these booster boxes, but what's going for this set is the alt arts. At first, when this set came out, the alt arts, like the non-popular ones, were slept upon. You're looking at alt arts probably around the $5 to $10, $15 range. Now, the lowest alt art in this set, which is Ice Rider Calyrex V from Okacheke, is around $22. That one is an outlier because it's maintained its price for a good while, but a one that I believe is slept upon was the Galarian Slowking V alt art. No one liked it at first. Everyone thought it was a bad looking card. Now you're looking at $40 for the thing, which is incredible. But my favorite in this set for alt arts, of course, it has to be the Galarian Moltres. That is phenomenal looking, with like the souls underneath it looking up at it, the red eyes coming out, and the clouds in the background. Oh my god, it's phenomenal. A lot of people like the Blaziken. I'm not too hyped about it. The Snorlax though, the gold secret, is very nice. I also liked the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX as the alt art in this set, which is very nice looking. But you can see why this set is getting super popular is because of these alt arts. They're slept upon from the beginning. This set was at the price of Battle Styles, and now it's jumping up because you have these cards that people are searching for. I believe it's a great set. Would I suggest you buying this now? Do it while you can. This set will double by next year for sure. That's my opinion, but I would get it while you can. This set is not going to be printed as much as what it is now by next year, so I would take that into consideration. Okay, I'm not going to say much about Evolving Skies, but I have to say two Pokemon: the Moonbreon and Rayquaza. That's it. Everything else is alt arts, of course. The evolutions, the Dragonite, Batman, Noivern in the set, Duraludons, of course, all the full arts, the Golurk, alt art. There's no reason why you should say Evolving Skies is a bad set. For commons and uncommons, yeah, it's a terrible set. But when it comes to ultra rares and full arts and alt arts, this is the go-to set for the Sword and Shield era. Is it worth buying a booster box to try and get the alt arts and everything? No, they're crazy prices, and rightfully so. This set in the beginning of the year went from $125 because it had a recent reprint, shooting up, doubling in price almost to $300 this year. Well, I think that this box doubles again in price to $600, almost $600. No. By next year, no. Will I think that it'll go 50%? Definitely. Up to, what would that be, $450 by next year? If there are no other reprints for Evolving Skies, this set will reach that threshold. It's hard to say to buy this set now. My suggestion, no. Just as a collector standpoint. If you are a collector of booster boxes, I don't know. That's up to your discretion. And now we come to the final set of year 2, which is Fusion Strike. I do believe that this set is a pretty good set for collectors wise. The only downside, if you're trying to complete a master set, good luck, because there's over 200 cards, including ultra rares, rainbows, gold, common, uncommons. It's a huge set to complete. But let's look at the graph. Beginning this year, around the $90 mark. Lowest it's been was $89.24. Towards the holiday times, which is this time, it's crept all the way up to $112.46, which I don't blame it, because there's two main cards in this set that are over the price of the booster box, which are the Espeon VMAX and Gengar VMAX. Funny story, the first ever pack that I opened of Fusion Strike, I got the Espeon VMAX, the alt art, and I was done. That's it. I was done. No more Fusion Strike. But of course, I have to collect the whole set. Another set of alt arts in here are, of course, the Mew V, the Mew VMAX. You also have Cell BV and Teleon VMAX of this alt art is incredibly good looking. And you have Breakdancing Genesect. You have a lot of good cards going for it in here, not only for collectors but for the meta in TCG. You have Mew and Mew VMAX, which are like a staple for players, as well as Gengar. That's a good set. And you also have a lot of good trainer cards and supporters, as like Battle VIP Pass. You also have Power Tablet for your Muse sets, Training Court, Gold Card. You have a lot of supporters that are pretty good. So not only is this set good for collectors, but for players as well who play the TCG. And I do see this box doubling in price within the next year for sure. These set of cards, the meta cards, will be around for next year, but unfortunately some of them, like Quick Ball and some of the others, they're going out soon. So it's gonna be funny to see what the price is gonna be within 2023. The third year of the Sword and Shield era, I believe, is the best among the 3 years. Not only within these sets are phenomenal chase cards, but you have the introduction of the trainer gallery for each set, which was an awesome idea by the Pokemon Company to do this, because not only do you have the chance of pulling a great card within the regular rare slot, but also the reverse holo slot, which comprises of the 30 cards within that set that was originated from a Japanese set called VMAX Climax. This next set, Brilliant Stars, of course, to start off the year, start off with a banger because it introduced Charizard and Arceus for this year, and Arceus has become the card of the Sword and Shield era for meta-wise and TCG players. Funny story, again, just like Fusion Strike, my first ever pack of Brilliant Stars, I pulled the Rainbow Rare Charizard, and I was like, done, good to go. And my first ever booster box contained the Altar Charizard and the Gold Arceus within the same box. I was like, perfect, done. Don't have to collect and spend a lot of money on this set. So let's look at the booster box. The beginning of this year started off $120, which was good. From there, maintained or went up a little bit higher because of the popularity of the set, and mostly to do with the Charizard chase. We also have the incredibly rare and beautiful Arceus Ultimate Art, and you also have a couple more alt arts like the Lumineon. You also have the Honchkrow and amazing full arts and gold cards, the gold Galarian birds. But let's look towards the end of this year. Starting in like July, it's just been steadily increasing, and now right now in the end of December, you're looking at 182 flat. This set, I believe, is a great investment. I do believe that the train was missed if you didn't get it right at the beginning. This set's only going to get higher from here on out, to the fact of Charizard and Arceus and meta cards, which are going to stay for another year and a half or so. Doubling in price, I would say, by next year for sure, but this set is great. Next up for the second set of year 3 of Sword and Shield is Astral Radiance. This set is mostly comprising of Legends Arceus that came out earlier this year. All these Hisuian forms. You also have the alt art of Dialga, Palkia. You also have Sneasler in there. But the one card that is an outlier that from the get-go is the Machamp V. I was lucky enough to pull this, and I was not expecting to pull this, but it's a great card nonetheless. I myself am looking for the Dialga and the Sneasler, but I'm always seem to get the stupid Hisuian Lilligant V alt art, which I had 3, and for Christmas I gave my boss's sons, they're twins, I gave them each an alt art card. You're looking at right now, towards the end of the year, you'll get around $98, but it started off at market price of $146. Do I believe that this box will progress in the future? Yes. This is a sleeper set, I believe, and beautiful cards in here, of course. I would say this set will double if no booster boxes are reprinted by next year. Great longevity of a booster box to hold on to, but from after 2023, I have no clue of what the outcome will be, but for sure I believe that this set will double. Copy while you can now because it is low, and next year it'll just steadily increase, just like Chilling Reign, I believe. Now, the next set came out in September of this year. It had a little delay. Lost Origin. This set has only 4 alt arts, believe it or not. But for people who are buying this set, you're chasing 2 cards: Giratina alt art and Aerodactyl V full alt art. I was lucky enough to get the Japanese version of the Aerodactyl when it was around $25 to $30. I was not expecting that price to go up, but it did, and I have no clue what it is now. I know it is at least doubled, but the Giratina, that's what everyone's going for, and it is the Giratina set. The price of this box is maintaining and steadily increasing. Right now it's at around 120, but at its lowest point, which was around like early November, late October, it was around 98. I believe that was the greatest time to buy it if you were to collect this box. But within Lost Origin, you do have staple cards for the metagame. Cop it now while you can, I believe, not only for the great looking cards and the illustrations within it, but just for meta wise. I do have to say, within Lost Origin though, you have, I would suggest, the best trainer gallery of the year 3 of Sword and Shield. And you have Pikachu, you have your Eternatus, you have a whole bunch of great cards that are fantastic looking, and that adds to the price of why it is increasing so much in value. And now finally, to end off the Sword and Shield era, you are looking at Silver Tempest, the Lugia set. Now is the best time to buy it, hands down. It's early on. Do it now. I know it's a little bit around like $110 or so. It was at $100 earlier this month, late November, but this set is great. People are going to be chasing that Lugia V alt art, as well as the Unknown and the Regidrago alt arts. But you also have the most popular full art in this set as Serena, which, hey, I mean, it's a good looking card. I'm not too interested in it, but it's great. Lugia is a staple within the meta now, and I believe it'll stay for a while. Do I believe that this set will double by next year? I would think so. The trainer gallery is a great looking trainer gallery to collect. You have Superior, you have the Rayquaza, a whole bunch, which are very nice looking. Pop it now while it's early, and then hold on to it. You're good. You're golden. That is my brief analysis of the whole Sword and Shield era. If you think that I missed something, go right ahead, leave it in the comment section. I'd love to hear your comments. We can discuss it one-on-one. Hey, I would love to get some insight from you guys, as well as brushing up some of my knowledge as well of the whole metagame and collectors-wise. As a collector myself, this era is great for alt arts and for longevity. Because of how popular the TCG has become during this era, and it's just going to continue to grow from here. But leave a like, subscribe, and see you next time.